Hello and welcome to Workhorse Wrestling Network. You are gathered with us tonight for the Cookout podcast where we talk about what's cooking up in the world of professional wrestling.
Yeah, that was saucy. I like it. One moment here, cause like we started and he just popped out the screen.
Oh, there he is.
That
I,
is not your
I hit
anarchy
the
queen.
button. I hit the go live button, and then it said, something went wrong. And my whole thing shut down. It said restart, restream. So,
To be very, very clear, this
uh,
is not the anarchy queen I am, but for some reason when we come in, our names are not changed. But we're good.
did Timmy get to do his intro or no?
He did.
Yes.
We're live.
Okay. All right. So we are here Tuesday night for the cookout, as always, 7:30 p.m. Pacific, 10:30 Eastern. We're going to preview and talk about All Out. We're going to try, each of us is going to, well, not each of us, we'll talk about it kind of like as a group, I guess. We'll try and book the matches, put the matches where we think they should go. And then Sammy and Anika will talk more about WrestlePalooza because I can talk about, I know the guys that are in it, but I haven't been watching WWE. So as far as any of the backstory, whatever, but I can talk a little bit about it. So,
But just
um,
just more so, like I was I was very not perplexed, but I was kind of sad that all out they moved all out to not go against Palooza. I totally understand, but it is like, listen, if y'all wanted to, y'all can give a go at it. And I just want to see how if they did, what would be the best card to get a good to pick a good run for it.
that sounds like fun. Before we do that, let's do a little housekeeping and just say if you're with us here on Workhorse Wrestling Network on the YouTube channel, give us a subscribe. Hit that like button on this video. Hit that bell to be notified. That's the best way to make sure you get notified every time we put something up on the YouTube channel. If you are with us on Twitch, we appreciate you over there. Give us a follow. Chime in the chat. Let us know what you want to talk about. If you want to talk about All Out, want to talk about WrestlePalooza, anything wrestling related. Sammy's happy to talk about anything football related. We're all happy to talk about anything non-wrestling related. So just want to hear from you guys. Chime in and let us
I
know
mean, I
what
would
you guys
talk
got
baseball, but they
going
say if
on.
you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all. So,
Before, as usual, the very first thing that's always on the table for the cookout is clowns of the week. I don't know who hasn't. Well, I have one, and it might be controversial. I got some things I want to say, but if anyone else wants to go ahead and go first.
Well, I have one too. So, well, first things first, it's all stated. Our first clown of the week is Phil. Because listen, he doesn't like you, and more so, you need your wife, and you need to come back to make the story with you and Seth Rollins relevant again. So, yes, our forever clown of the week as Phil. And then the next one is Andrade. Sir, at one point in time, I think you got to look in the mirror and say, the problem might be me. If anyone does not know, he got released from WWE because of their health wellness program. He failed the drug test, and it's like, how do you do that in 2025? Like it really, like no offense.
um,
And so
I would just like to state that it is 2025, and I don't believe that accountability exists for people anymore. I believe that people have become allergic to it, like gluten.
Mm.
and
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah,
more
yeah.
so, like you keep your job, and this has been a problem in wrestling for how long? And it's like we're people are still failing this test, and and we've been going through this test since the beginning of time. We're more so at least 20 years. At least 20 years, there were still people are still failing this test, and then more so. I'm not sure how accurate this was, but they were supposed to go against the Wyatt family at SummerSlam with him and Ray Phoenix for the tag team champions. So you screwed Ray Phoenix because Joe Behind can't get off the sauce. It's like, sir, You lost. You didn't go to AEW. Now you screwed things up with WWE. It's time to reevaluate your life choices. It can't. Everyone else can't be the problem. So that's my clown of the week, Mr. Andrade. Please get together.
Yes, it is definitely tough for some people to take accountability for some things. And, if you've never really been forced to take accountability, it can be a hard thing to do, right? So if you've gone your whole life kind of just skating by without having to actually take your responsibility, then it can be hard when the time comes that you have to actually kind of face it and take that responsibility, right?
I
Um,
guess.
So my clown of the week is non-wrestling related. This is for everyone that loves to change the narration after people die. I'm not going to use any names. I'm just going to speak in general terms. But if you are a vile, pathetic piece of human trash when you are alive, don't expect people to say nice things about you when you die. I'm sorry. That's just the way it is. That's all I'm going to say about it. I'm sure everybody knows what I'm referring to because it's all over the news. It's all over everywhere. But the fact is that I'm not saying that anybody deserves to die. That's not what I'm saying. And I'm sure that these words are going to be taken the wrong way, probably. But the reality is that you can't expect people to say nice things about you if you were a horrible person in life. So I'll just leave it at that. Um, so, on a
I think.
better note,
Yeah.
what do we want to talk
Oh.
about first? All Out or WrestlePalooza?
Real quick though. Also, news media. Stop making me care about somebody I had no clue existed before it happened. Like no offense, I didn't know who old boy was until it was on the news, and now like all this outrage. Like
Did we lose Nick?
I didn't know who old boy was. So
I think you might have froze.
She's fine for me.
I'm good. Am I good?
Yeah,
I'm
no,
good as a
I'm
robot.
having internet
Good as a
issues
robot.
apparently, and I'm not totally sure why. I'm sitting like on top
So
of my modem, and for some reason I'm still getting internet issues.
so now you do look a little fuzzy, but yeah, just to wrap it up, it's like yeah, news wise, stop making us care about people we don't care about. I didn't know who old boy was until it happened. So I'm outraged, but I don't even know who old boy was. So there was that.
I'll go ahead and give my take. News media, stop being so polarizing. Like, let's try and like bring people together and like, make the country less violent if possible. Like, because things are crazy and things are scary, and I don't like it.
Yeah, no, I mean it's tough. Listen, I understand the desire. When things are crazy and people are scared, it's one of those things. It's nice to just want to say, oh, let's all just, can we all just get along, right? But here's the problem: when your ideology is that I don't belong here, or there's something wrong with me, or that I'm less than you, then we've got a major issue. That's not something we can just get past. Racism, sexism, homophobia, those aren't a difference of opinions. Those are that's a different in ideologies, and those are things that I'm not willing to tolerate. So, and unfortunately,
This
I understand that, but I'm not willing to just let those things go. So, yeah, I mean,
the thing
I
to that
understand them
though
at the
is
same
that both
time.
sides are making that argument about the other side.
Yeah,
I think what Sammy's saying is like news wise, stop hammering something that's not there more so than anything. Like side note, you call my General Hospital for this foolishness? I didn't know, oh boy. So this was not worth cutting off the end of General Hospital, or it's cutting off the end of Price is Right. That's just my two takes on it. Just saying.
thank
The
you,
thing that
Dolores, for the
surprised
belated.
me was seeing a video of the international vigils, and I was just like, "Oh wow!" Like this dude was like big, big. I didn't realize he was like that renowned. Like New Zealand is doing like parades. Like whoa!
Again,
Yeah. Thank you, Dolores, for the belated happy birthday. It was my birthday on Saturday, so thank you very much. I appreciate it. I am old
Oh,
enough to
happy
use an
birthday!
ambulance. Thank you. And Dolores also says, I did have a new grandbaby on August 21st. He was welcomed to the world. So, have a new grandbaby. So, things are exciting over here. As exciting as they can be, of course.
But how you gonna tell me you
Okay.
have a birthday on Saturday? We did a whole freaking show, sir.
Sorry. My bad.
Happy birthday. And you don't gotta do the show on your birthday either.
My bad. All right. Let's start with All Out because that's the one that I can talk more about than WrestlePalooza since I have been watching. So All Out is on Saturday, and I don't know. I Here's the thing. Thing is when they do it in the middle of the day, it's really freaking hard to be there. Like
It is.
early in the morning, if it was a 7 in the morning, I could do like we do our rest, like we do Winter Circle. If it was 5, 6 o'clock at night, I might try. I can be, but 2 in the afternoon is like right in the heart of the day, and that's hard to really be there. So I probably won't be there, but I think we're gonna try to have a watch along. I think Anika's gonna be doing a watch along, probably. Sammy may be there. I don't know if he's around and whatever. CM will not. And I don't know. I mean, if I can try to make it, I will, but I don't know. In the middle of the day is hard. But nonetheless, it is on this upcoming Saturday, February
I
3rd.
got a baby shower and a birthday to go to on Saturday. So
there you go. That's what happens when you have shows in the middle of the day, people. So
but
September
it's one of my
20th.
niece's baby shower, and it'll be my other niece's birthday. So,
Well, there you go. So All Out is September 20th. I'm going to get the card right now. Let's see. I did kind of check the cards a little earlier, and I did know that it looks like there's only 5 or 6 matches for WrestlePalooza, as they have worked it as WWE has their regular, 5 or 6 shows for a pay-per-view. But it is going to be the first pay-per-view on the ESPN platform, correct?
Mm-hmm.
WrestlePalooza.
Is not
WrestlePalooza.
Yeah, but you only have to pay for the app. It's not $30.
Okay.
The $30 one goes towards SummerSlam, Royal Rumble, Mania. I'm not sure about Survivor Series just yet, but definitely those three you probably pay $30 extra.
All right. Well, there you go. So let's see here. Match wise. It says there's going to be approximately 11 matches, which seems about right for Tony Khan, and especially a big show like All Out, although he does it pretty much at every show. So, Anika, since this is kind of your idea, how do you want to go about laying out, like, talking about how we would put the matches in order? You want to just talk about the matches, or and then talk about which one you would put where?
So first things first, I would like to just run down the card of all the matches that are going to be on there, and then we can talk a little bit about it during our predictions, like okay, who we think going to win, and then we're going to run down the card of WrestlePalooza. And I want us to match each one to see what we would do for that.
All right. So the All Out card, in no particular order, I'm just reading them here. It looks like we're gonna get Harley Cameron, Amina Shirakawa, Queen Aminata, and Willow Nightingale versus Megan Bain, Penelope Ford, Julia Hart, and Sky Blue in an 8-woman tornado tailgate brawl. No?
That sounds
yeah.
That sounds like 0 hour.
Yeah, it is.
Oh yeah, I assume that's 0 hours, 100% 0 hour.
It's absolutely the pre-show.
So just put that in the back pocket of okay.
All right. Let's see. What else? We got Adam Copeland and Christian Cage versus FTR with Stokely. We've got yes, it's in Canada. We got the Hurt Syndicate. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
No, I'm just saying that's heavy. That where it is matters. And I'm sorry, I forgot we were doing, even though I said we were doing. So go up the car real quick. My bad.
Hurt Syndicate.
It's either.
Benjamin. Good.
I was just gonna say it's either gonna go on late or it's opening the show. Like it's not going middle of the card.
Yeah,
Right.
I would agree with
Okay.
that.
Sorry.
Hurt
Not the card,
Syndicate.
talk about it. Okay.
Bobby Lashley, Shelton Benjamin, and MVP versus Ricochet and Gates of Honor. Gates of Honor. Gates of Agony. Wow.
That's a good name.
Mercedes Moné defending her TBS Women's Championship against Riho. John Moxley versus Darby Allin in a coffin match. MJF versus Mark Briscoe in a tables and tacks match. Tony Storm versus Jamie Hayter versus Chris Statlander versus Thekla in a four-way for the AEW Women's World Championship.
I'm assuming that's the co-main event.
Men's World Champion Hangman Adam Page versus TNT Champion Kyle Fletcher. Of course, it's only for the AEW World Championship. Unified Champion Kazuchika Okada versus Konosuke Takeshita. Masquerita Dorada and the Beast Mortos in a. Oh, I'm sorry. Dorada or Mortos. I'm sorry. Which one did it end up being? I didn't see. Do we know yet, or is that on Collision or on Dynamite this week? I don't know. I didn't see you got that spot.
The conclusion on Dynamite would just say Takeshita versus Okada, because ain't no way anyone else is winning this tournament. Let's go.
Eddie Kingston, the returning Eddie Kingston, who accepted Big Bill's match on social media in a singles match, and a four-way ladder match for the AEW World Tag Team Champion, Brodito versus three teams. It says to be determined here. So I don't know. Maybe we're not doing that one. I don't know. Let's see if I can get a little bit more updated.
Is Kyle Fletcher big enough to be the main event?
We're gonna go to the card. They're gonna talk about it, but quick answer is no. Eddie Kingston accepted it on social media. I am so mad.
That's what I saw. Yeah.
This is how we do the return of Eddie Kingston. What the frick are we doing, bro?
Well, they'll do something on Dynamite, I'm sure.
But no. What?
I'm looking. Let's see. Trios match. Do Coffin AEW. Yeah, for whatever reason, it's still just everywhere showing that the tag team championship four-way ladder match is Brodito versus three teams to be determined still. So
okay.
Okay, so that was the match list. So let's just start. So if we start at the top of the match list, obviously we determined that the 8-woman tornado match is going to be in 0 hour, right? And so there's 11 matches, probably 3 or 4 0-hour matches. So let's establish which ones are on 0 hour first. So what else is going to be on 0 hour?
I don't think anything that you said on the card besides this match is going to be on 0 hour. I think.
Oh, you think all 11 are going to be on the main card, huh?
I think
the women's match is definitely 0 hour. The only one other than that I think could be put on the 0 hour would be the Brodito match.
Yeah.
I wonder. So then there'll be other 0 hour matches. Is that your thought, Anika? You think we'll have others?
Of course, it's AEW. So either on Collision or on Dynamite, they're gonna say like 3 more. And I want to face you, blah 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 blah. But yeah, but not, like I agree with Sammy. The only one that could be on 0 hour besides the women's tornado 8-woman tag is the tag team championship match. And I don't want it to happen because that, like we said it time and time again, when the tag team titles aren't on Young Bucks or FTR, it feels like they get fallen by the wayside. So I'm hoping that won't be the case. I'm hoping. Kind of like Brody King.
Oh, what is the biggest match on the card? Is it Hangman versus Kyle Fletcher?
No.
Is it Mercedes versus Rio? Is it Moxley versus Darby?
I think
that's a contender.
And it's a coffin match too. So I think
Or is it
coffin
Copeland and
match.
Cage versus FTR? Is it Edge and Christian versus
It
FTR?
very well could be that because it is
It's in
Canada.
Canada. It's in Canada.
Oh, Canada. No, see, but it doesn't feel like it's still all out, right? So if I had to go with one, I would definitely say Moxley versus Darby in a coffin match. Coffin match.
Honestly, I'm kind of leaning towards making the women the main event.
No.
Rio versus Mercedes.
No, the other one, the four
Oh,
way.
Tony Storm.
Even so,
The four-way.
like we did not hype this up big enough. There's no story. The story is you don't have anybody for Tony Storm to beat, so let's put him all in a freaking match. No, that should not be the main event.
I mean, so in that case, the biggest stories is John Moxley and Darby Allin, and Adam Copeland and Christian versus FTR. Those are the biggest stories.
Yes.
The third biggest story after that is Monet and Riho.
Yeah. I would put Hangman versus Fletcher over Mercedes and Riho.
I would too.
I agree with that.
Because it's for the
right or
World
wrong,
Championship.
I agree with that. I think I think Hangman versus Kyle Fletcher will be the main event. Whether it's justified to be the main event, I think it will be.
Or at least
I mean, there have been a couple situations where the world title wasn't the main event, but it's so rare that it isn't.
And with Hangman being the champion right now and the baby of AEW and the heart and soul of like, you know what I mean? He's the AEW story is the Hangman story. So he's now your champion.
I have no issue with that. The only issue is Kyle Fletcher big enough? And it's like,
if this was Takeshita, it would have been big enough. But no, y'all real life think Kyle Fletcher was ready for this before Takeshita was.
Personally, I think Takeshita, Okada, and whoever the third person is open the show. I think that's the first match of the main card, myself.
In that case, Christian and Copeland will be going on very late in the show. Honestly, that could be coming on after the coffin match.
I would put that either the opener or the heater.
Which one?
Now, the coffin match, I don't think you could make the opener, but
no.
Christian and Copeland could be the opener.
No, I'm saying Christian and Copeland either the opener or the heater, whereas either the beginning or smack dab in the middle to just hype everything right back up because everybody's tired.
Yeah,
I would put MJF and Mark Briscoe in the middle heater match.
It's not a bad spot. I mean, it's definitely in the middle of the card somewhere.
Yeah, but I think that's the mid-card heater of like, all right, let's wake the crowd back up with MJF and Mark Briscoe. I think that's it. And it's a tables and tack match.
I'm wondering if they're not going to put Eddie Kingston and Big Bill on 0 Hour.
No.
I'm not saying that they should. I don't want that. Eddie Kingston's one of my favorite wrestlers of all time. But I'm just saying, like, it wouldn't surprise me looking at the card if another match is going to be on the 0 Hour that's listed here.
It would piss off a lot of people if his returns on the pre-show.
I'm already pissed off. It's on social media. I'm already pissed off.
Well, if it's not on 0 Hour, it's going second or third. It's gonna be early.
Okay. How about this? I did like when they did Forbidden Door. I did like when it was the Ops versus Bullet Club War Dogs, and it actually went into the main event. So it was technically the first match of the main the main show. It actually went into the review. The ending was actually on the pay-per-view. If they did that, I wouldn't be like you see what I'm saying? Let it be the last match on 0 Hour, and then let it be, and then they cut it off to go to the review. Like, you have to buy if you want to see the winner of this match. You have to buy all out, and it's like if they do it that way, it's less egregious.
One thing I would like to state is that like the way that AEW builds their cards isn't exactly the same way that WWE builds their cards either.
It's not, but
like sometimes the second or third match on the card is the best match of the night.
But even so though, like this reminds me of Jamie Hayter, and she came back last not this All In, but last All In on the pre-show, and then we all like, what the freak? Like it's Jamie Hayter. Why is she on the pre-show? So that's why I'm mad at AEW, because it isn't the first time they did a return on 0 Hour, but it wouldn't be the last time that I'd be mad they did it on 0 Hour.
Because like sometimes they'll do like MJF versus Will Ospreay is the third match on the card, and it's like, or Will Ospreay versus Takeshita is the third match on the card, and it's like that was the best match of the night.
Right.
That's expectations. Yeah.
All right. So have we come up with what we thought is actually opening the show? Are we going to actually pick something, Anika, or just kind of talk about what we think?
No.
I would like to go with Christian and Copeland.
Open the whole show.
So my idea was to book it against WrestlePalooza.
Okay.
That's my idea. But
okay.
So for right now, let's just say let's just go down the card and see and give our prediction of who wins and who loses.
Give our predictions. All right. Yeah. That works.
Okay.
All right. So let's see. Starting off, okay. Who wins even though we think it's on the 0 Hour, who you got winning the women's tornado tailgate brawl? The good guys or the bad guys? The good girls or the bad girls?
The good girls, because the bad girls won last time.
Okay. So Nika's got Willow, Team Willow.
Yes.
Who you got, Sammy?
I think Penelope Ford's taking the pin here.
Makes sense.
So Team Willow for Sammy. I don't think it's Team Willow, but we'll call it that because we love Willow here.
Yes, we do.
It's got to be the good guys again, because Anika said, or the good gals, because like Anika said, the villains have already gotten a win here. So,
are we going Team Shake or Team Bake? How's that? Is that better?
That's funny.
Team Shake.
Team
Shake is the team with Mina Shirakawa.
Oh, Team Shake. Okay.
All right. How about Adam Copeland and Christian Cage versus FTR? Who you guys got?
I'm going with the Canadians.
It's in Canada.
Canada.
Are we trying to piss them off? Even though by popular belief they can get pissed off. So yes, we're going Team Canada. Team Chris CNC.
Anika. We're all picking Christian and Cage. Or Christian, I'm sorry, Copeland and Cage to beat FTR.
I mean, I don't think...
I think it's a little less predictable than that.
I don't think anybody can piss off Canadians more than Guns N' Roses did. But yeah, it would piss them off.
I think even though all three of us are picking Cage and Copeland, I do think it's less predictable than that. I do think this is going to be a very good match, and I could very well see FTR winning. I mean, I definitely could. I mean, I don't, at least this one, right? There's going to be more than one of these for sure. I think you're going to see Christian and Cage versus FTR more than one time. And how Tony wants to start out telling the story, I guess, with the four of them to a certain extent.
Anika, do you not know the Guns N' Roses story of what happened when they were in Canada?
I do not.
Okay, so it was Metallica and Guns N' Roses. And Metallica was like on their third or maybe fourth song. And then James Hetfield took a fireball to the face. And so Metallica was done. They got off the stage. James Hetfield went to the hospital. Guns N' Roses then comes out, and They don't like their audio, the sound system that they're working with, and so they just said screw it halfway through the first song and got off stage. Boom, end of show. The Canadians rioted, like trashed the stadium and took it to the streets.
Nice. I did not
Like,
know that.
like they paid so much money to watch Metallica and Guns N' Roses perform. Like I have no idea how much those tickets cost, but I imagine it wasn't cheap. And then to get about 4 songs total.
But in my
Yep.
I'm like, that's the fireball crackhead's fault, not your.
Well, yeah, they didn't blame Metallica. They definitely blamed Guns N' Roses for walking out halfway through a song because they didn't like the audio.
That's funny.
That is crazy. I'm not even gonna hold you.
And when the news cameras caught up with Guns N' Roses backstage while the riot was going on outside, Axl Rose was just smoking a cigarette in the dressing room, just chilling out. Meanwhile, the stadium's getting trashed outside.
All right. How about Hurt Syndicate versus Ricochet and Gates of Agony?
This one.
Who you got, Anika?
This one is more unpredictable. I don't think this feud is going to be over. It's not going to be hit and quit it. So to make it last a little bit longer, I'm going to go with Gates of Agony and Ricochet.
Nika's going Gates of Agony and Ricochet. Pretty Ricky.
As she said, this one's unpredictable. I'll go with the Hurt Syndicate.
Hurt Syndicate.
It really could go either way.
This is one of those that really could go either way. It feels very 50-50. They haven't really shown their hand one way or the other as far as who I think is going to win here. So it's just kind of flipping a coin. For me, it feels like it's a bigger spot for Ricochet and Gates of Agony to get the win here. Like I feel like the Hurt Syndicate is what they are, and people know. It just feels like it would be an upset. So I'm almost kind of thinking that they're going to do that. Go with Ricochet. So I think I might pick Ricochet and Gates of Agony as well. I think they're going to go kind of for what feels like the upset, but you never know. Guess we'll end up seeing what ends up happening. Let's see. Mercedes versus Riho. Anika, Sammy, who you guys got?
Mercedes. I'm sorry. Riho ain't getting it. I'm sorry.
Oh.
It's Mercedes.
I didn't hear what you said. Did you say Rio, Sammy?
I was gonna say I'd be happy either way, but I think it is going to be Mercedes.
Okay. Yeah, I got Mercedes too. I just think that I don't know. Like I do think that it's probably getting time for something to happen with that belt and someone to beat her, but I just don't know if it's gonna be Riho right now. What you got, Anika? Did you already say?
I said Mercedes.
You're picking Mercedes too?
Yeah.
All right.
Especially after those comments Tony Khan made about the women's division when the company first started.
Which comments? Remind us.
He basically said that the women's division used to be trash.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's see. Moxley versus Darby in a coffin match. Honestly, I think I might be going Darby.
I think I might be going Darby.
It's very hard to choose. I mean, it's hard to pick against Jon Moxley, but I feel like if there was ever a time that they were going to pull, if there was ever a time Moxley was willing to lose and put somebody over, right now I feel like it might be Darby Allin. So
yeah, he loves Darby, and it's a coffin match.
So Sammy's picking Darby. Who you got, Anika?
So it is a coffin match, and Darby is undefeated confident matches. On the flip side of it is, if Moxley leaves, what then? Because there's literally everyone's hurt right now, so he really can't. That's the only thing that's hindering me from choosing Darby. Everyone is hurt, so he cannot take a break right now, unless Eddie Kingston's back, but he's not in a position to be like he's going against Big Bill. So they're not shooting him up the car this fast. I'm going with Moxley.
You're going with Darby?
Moxley.
Moxley, sorry.
I'm going with Moxley.
Anika's going
Mox deserves a break.
He can't though. People keep getting
Yeah,
hurt.
but Anika's right. At the moment, there really isn't anyone to give him a break to carry the company. So I mean, you've got MJF
There's-
always. I mean, MJF is there. There's other people, but
and MJF is going to be on his honeymoon. So if MJF is not even on his honeymoon, yeah, I don't think Mox is going anywhere right now.
Speaking of MJF, let's talk about MJF and Mark Briscoe.
I'm going with MJF here. He's going to be carrying the company on his back with Moxley out.
So I'm going with my heart here, and I hate picking against him because I love Maxwell Jacob Friedman, but I'm going to go with Mark Briscoe just because it feels like the feel-good story. I feel like the win for Mark Briscoe would do way more for him than a win for MJF over Mark Briscoe. So, I mean, I don't know. I'm hoping that Tony Khan pulls the trigger and gives Mark Briscoe a big win here.
Shout out Happy Gilmore too.
MJF was great in that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
How many people can say that they threw Eminem into a pond?
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm going with Mark Briscoe's going first. I'm going with Mark Briscoe.
You're gonna go with Mark Briscoe too.
Yeah.
All right. Briscoe got two people. All right. I like that. I thought it might be all three MJFs because I wasn't sure what I was going to do at first. So, all right. Tony Storm versus Jamie Hayter versus Chris Statlander versus Thekla. Who you got?
Tony Storm. There's no story here to switch titles.
Tony, who you got, Sammy?
I'll be the devil's avocado here, and I will say Jamie Hayter, due to the fact that it's a multi-person match and she doesn't have to pin Tony to win the title. And then that builds in an instant story of, you might have the title, but you didn't beat me for the title.
I'm going way off the rails. I think for some reason, I don't know why, my gut is telling me that I think Thekla might win the title here. Like the way they've been pushing her and all the recognition they've been giving her and all the spots they've been giving her, I could see her pinning someone besides Tony Storm or Chris Statlander or something and ending up with the title.
She has my favorite promo of all time.
I'm picking Thekla. Yeah.
I'll never forget that Thekla promo. It lives rent free in my brain. And it lives rent free in Dolores' brain too.
Let's see. Hangman versus Kyle Fletcher for the World Championship.
Hangman.
Sammy's going Hangman. Anika?
He's the face of the company. He's the golden son of AEW.
Hey man. Fletcher's not ready. He wasn't ready.
I don't know if I quite feel the same, like he's not ready yet. I just think that it's still Hangman's time. Like we said, I think, Tony Khan likes this narrative of Hangman being the heart and soul of AEW, and I think that there's going to be an extended title run for Hangman. I think he's going to get a big victory over Kyle Fletcher and another notch on this title run. So we are all going with Hangman. Let's see. Okada versus Takeshita versus Masquerita Dorada or the Beast Mortos. We don't know who that third person is going to be definitively yet. And like Anika said earlier, it's really about Okada versus Takeshita, more than
Mhm.
likely. So who you guys got coming out of this triple threat for the
Um,
title?
this might be a hot take, but I'm going to take it. I'm taking Takeshita.
Sammy is going Takeshita. I am taking Takeshita as well, mostly because I
Ooh.
refuse.
He's a
Mostly because I
hater.
refuse to pick Okada.
That part. It's no intellectual and analytical reasoning for it.
Well, here's the reasoning for it. The reasoning for it is that Okada has had that belt for a while. Takeshita is your recent G1 champion. He's coming in with all the momentum, and I think it's time to move that belt. And Takeshita, I think, would benefit from having the belt. I don't think Okada needs a belt. I think Okada's legacy is what it is, and Takeshita is still building his legacy, and I think he would do better with that belt. I think the belt will serve him better than it serves Okada. That's the intellectual reasoning for taking Takeshita. The hater sides, I just don't like Okada. Who are you going with, Anika? Did you say?
I did not. It's like I'm sorry. It's very hard to say that the belt's not gonna stay on the champion in a multi-man match. It's like I really want to know when the last time that actually happened. So I'm gonna go with Okada.
And go with Okada,
Very plausible.
Go with
huh? All
Okada.
right.
Reigns.
And I think there's only two more matches. Eddie is a returning Eddie Kingston versus Big Bill. Listen, if Eddie Kingston doesn't beat Big Bill, then we got
Bro.
a problem. Then we got a problem. I mean, Eddie Kingston, when he was here last and throughout his time as AEW, has been a mainstay in the main event arena and circle, and Big Bill has not been anywhere near that yet as a singles wrestler, and at this point probably still shouldn't be. So yeah, as far as I'm concerned, Eddie Kingston on his return should be beating Big Bill handily, because Big Bill is not a slouch and he's a lot bigger than Eddie, but this should be Eddie Kingston's victory for sure.
Like I'm wanting to build Eddie up to where like he's winning a title. Like
Yeah,
sometime before this year ends, I want his hands on gold.
agreed.
Yeah.
So Sammy's going Eddie, I'm going Eddie. Anika, you got Eddie?
I got Eddie. Is that even a question?
Just making sure.
Like this will be the most upsetting thing is that like if he does lose,
Right?
There's no
like
point to that.
Yeah.
Canada would be more upset about Christian and Copeland, but us Americans would be more upset about Eddie not winning.
He just got. I'm gonna be mad at just how he comes back.
The last match, I guess we can kind of talk about, but as far as I know, we don't know who the other contestants are. So it's Rodito defending the World Tag Team Championships in a fatal four-way or in a four-way ladder match, but it says that we don't know who the other three teams are yet, right?
Yeah.
Like unless they're pulling out something big, like I can't see them losing the titles, especially since we don't even know who the opponents are.
Yeah. So it's definitely
Yeah,
gonna be
the
Rodito.
only reason that I think that it could be bad for Brodito is just because I think that their title reign is going to be short. I just don't know how short. I don't know how
Mm.
how short. I don't know how quick Tony wants to take the belts off him. I think he did it as kind of a feel good thing. Let's do this. Let's give him a moment. But I don't think he plans on
Like unless one of the
letting
teams
him.
ends up being like the Young Bucks or something,
Yeah, that's what's going to
like
probably end up happening. You're going to get the
like it
Outrunners, the Young Bucks, Brodito, and somebody else.
private party, that'd be fun.
Jet Speed. I mean, they've been on TV a lot. They've been around the main event picture, with whatever's been going on. So I could see that. Um, Hook and a mystery partner. I don't know. Who knows?
No.
Hook and Jack Perry. I don't know. The returning the turning Luchasaurus. He's no longer Kill Switch. He's going to be Luchasaurus, and Jack Perry's going to come back. We're going to have Jurassic against Brodito in a ladder match. How's that?
I don't know how to feel about that.
I guess, just because, again, like Sammy says, I guess, since we don't know who it is, I guess we are all taking. But okay, let's put it this way. How about you can take Brodito or the field, which means you get one of the three teams, whoever it is, you're picking somebody else to win besides Brodito. So who you got?
That's not Brodito.
So you're taking the field. Whoever you think someone else is going to win.
I'll go with the Young Bucks.
Jimmy says field. God, I don't know. I don't want to pick right now because I want to know who's in it. But
they
yeah,
were fighting with them at the end of Dynamite last week.
They were fighting with who?
The Young Bucks and Brodito were fighting because of the whole
Yeah.
500,000. So, that is a very plausible. It could be them.
I'd be very surprised if the Young Bucks aren't on this card somewhere. So, and this is the only place that they still have. This is the only place they have to be penciled in. So,
yeah. That's a good shout, Sammy. I'm gonna go with Sammy. The Young Bucks.
Yeah, all I did was put the field for all three of us, which means that we're picking a team besides Brodito. So, if right before the match, if we know who they are, we can all, whatever we can try and pick. Or if anyone besides Brodito wins, we'll each get the win there since we don't know who the match is or the opponents are. All right. So that is our basic review and predictions for All Out. Let's get the card for WrestlePalooza. This should go a lot faster because I think there's only like 5 matches. So let's see. Maybe 6? I don't know. Let's see. Let's see. So far, it says there's 5 matches. Io Sky versus Stephanie Vicaire for the vacant Women's World Championship.
And the only women's match on the card.
Yep. Jimmy and Jay versus Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker, who I guess are now the Vision.
Should be fun, but that's going in the middle of the show.
Yeah. CM Punk and AJ Lee versus Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch.
I could not care less.
Your undisputed WWE champion defending against Drew McIntyre.
I'm going to be rooting for Drew. I don't think Drew's going to win, but I'm going to be rooting for Drew.
And then Cena versus Lesnar.
Boo. The people on the poster.
Boo. All right, so I'm not going to actually make predictions, but you guys can predict. Since I don't watch it, I mean, it's not. You want me to make predictions anyhow, Anika?
I don't want predictions. I really don't care who wins. This is when we get to the good stuff.
That's really a problem with WWE, isn't it?
So for my niece, CM Punk and AJ gotta win. I'll just say that. And I actually am interested in more so Jey Uso and Jimmy versus Bronson and Breaker because I actually love them two together. I actually love more that they're still a group, but because Paul Heyman is out, it feels like they kind of broke off just a little bit. Like Becky and Steph are doing their own thing, and the Braun Stars are doing their own thing, and it actually feels better that way, which is crazy to say.
I mean, for me, like Cody Rhodes versus Drew McIntyre, I like Drew McIntyre, but I don't believe he's going to win. So, do I really care? John Cena versus Brock Lesnar, we've seen it before. Like they're making a big deal out of it, but like we got 2 dudes who are almost 50, going into the ring. It's like,
That's the thing about wrestling for over 20 years. Unfortunately, not all of your people in your heyday are going to be with you at the end. So it's kind of hard to do a retirement thing when, like, in my mind, Adam Copeland, aka Edge, was Cena's best rival, one of the best rivals. He's in AEW. The other one is Kurt Angle. Kurt Angle isn't, healthy enough to do a match, and right. So the only that's left that was truly a rival of John Cena is Brock Lesnar. So that's kind of why they're doing it. I was also thinking like, oh wait, but Batista was actually a rival too, but he is in Hollywood. He don't give two craps on the donkey butt of wrestling right now. So it's like, dang it, that would have been fun. Oh, but yeah, so so for Cena fans, I hope you enjoy. I'll just say that.
Rollins, Lynch, Punk, and Lee. Like, I don't like these people, so therefore I also don't really care.
And what year is
Uh,
this? I mean, I'm looking at the card. Other than Stephanie Vicaire and the Vision, this card could have taken place 15 years ago. I mean, for all intents and purposes, I mean,
Becky Lynch wasn't on the main
John Cena,
roster.
they've been wrestling each other since 2005. They've been circling each other, John Cena and Brock Lesnar.
Yeah.
Cody Rhodes has been around for a long time. This is his second stint in WWE. I mean, whatchamacallit.
This is also Drew's second stint in WWE.
Drew's been here for a long time as well. All these guys are, you know what I mean? And then
Drew was gone for like half a decade.
Versus Becky and Seth. Like, all these, really? Like, most of these people have fewer days in front of them as far as wrestling goes than they have behind them. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
It is very nostalgia heavy, but I will say this: I am all ready for when they break off, and it will be AJ versus Becky. That's going to be a good rivalry. That's going to be a very good rivalry.
So Usos versus Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker. That'll be fun, but also like it's not for the title. Like, this is going to be middle of the show. Like, this is essentially the bathroom break match. And it's probably going to be the most fun match on the card.
It's all about perspective, but I don't think it's a bathroom match.
Well, why I say that is because this is the match that doesn't have stakes to it.
I guess, in a word, I understand where you're going. I understand where you're coming from. But
and then we got the match that I'm actually the most excited for, which is Stephanie Vicaire and Io Sky. Like, the only women's match on the card is the match I'm most excited for.
Yeah, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good, and I just hope it's no great finish. Let this match actually be a match. Don't no disqualification. No, oh, this person won because so and so came out. You need a definitive winner to get that championship back where it needs to be. Yeah.
What, you think Rhea Ripley's gonna pull something?
So right now, Asuka's in her heel bag, and I'm loving it. I am loving every little bit about Asuka being in her heel bag. But I don't want her
I mean,
reason Io loses.
If Io, okay, I think I got the finish of the match. Asuka goes to miss Stephanie. Stephanie ducks, boom, into the face of Io.
That's still Asuka getting involved. I don't want any involvement.
I'm pretty sure Asuka's gonna miss somebody, and I'm pretty sure she's gonna accidentally miss Io, and that's gonna cause a rift. And
sorry, a rift, but yeah, I do. Especially like I said, especially with Naomi having to relinquish the title, you need a definitive winner. This is your new women's WWE world heavyweight champion. Like, we need that winner with no shenanigans. I'm speaking it into existence, but I'm pretty sure they're gonna be shenanigans. But I hope there's no shenanigans. But now to the main event. This is what I want us to do. So, like I said, I respect AEW for switching times. They're like, listen, we're not trying to compete We already no offense, we already beat you on Wednesday night. So there really is no reason to what's the word? There really is no reason to do a competition like this anymore. But let's just say that they go against All Out. I want us to pair the matches that could beat the they'll have a fighting chance in competing against WrestlePalooza. So, like I don't care who's first or last. I'm saying match to match, who will be the best competition. Now, I'm gonna give a caveat. You can jack up a match if you. But it's only one match you can jack up. When I say jack up, change the stipulation, change one of the opponents. You can only do one match. You can only change one match like that. Only one. Let's go. All right. So.
I'm sorry. You can change one match and one stipulation.
No. You can change one match using either by changing the stipulation or changing one of the opponents, but only one match.
On both cards.
No.
No.
If I can change anything, I'd like to change Kyle Fletcher.
Just, so it's much easier because WrestlePalooza has a lesser card. We're gonna go for WrestlePalooza, and then we're gonna see which match we will pin for All Out. So let's go down the card of WrestlePalooza one more time. It is let's go softball. We'll start slow. The Bronze Stars versus the Usos. Who are we pitting against them?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Remember, because whoever pitting against them can't go against other people. So who are we pitting against?
I will choose Edge and Christian versus FTR. Tag match for tag match.
That's off the card.
So okay. I'm going to go tag match, but I think it's the World Tag Team Title match, the 4-way with Brodito and whoever. I think that's going against the Usos versus the Vision.
I'm going to go with ALW, and I'm going to go with ALW because I think the Young Bucks are going to be in that. So I think Brodito and Young Bucks plus another third person we'll say Speedball, Mike Bailey, and Kevin Knight. I think they go against. I think them going against Usos and Bronze Stars would be a good competition. But you're saying CNC. You're saying CNC. You're saying CNC.
Yeah, Sammy thinks FTR versus CNC.
I'm gonna write it down. I don't want to. Usos versus Bronze go against equals.
So if they go against each other, the question is where on the card are they? They're both in the middle of the card.
I think they're both in the middle of the card. I totally agree with that. They're both in the middle of the card. I would not.
Although, with only 5 matches, it's very easy. I could see the Usos opening the show.
No. Okay, sorry. That was very forceful. That was very forceful. I would say no because we in my mind I want us to win AEW. So I need a stronger match than Brodito, Young Bucks, and Speedball.
Yeah, no, I agree. I mean, I don't think that's what Tony Khan would put first. But I'm just saying I could see the Usos because the card is so small. I could see the Usos opening the WrestlePalooza card.
I am pretty sure the opener is going to be Cody versus Drew.
I think so. Really?
I think so.
Interesting.
Crazy enough because it's either them or AJ. Well, it's been confirmed. It's been confirmed that the main event is Lesnar versus Cena. Boo.
Yeah.
Boo.
They're literally on the poster.
but still, boo. It's a personal boo. It's a personal boo. I would have put AJ and and CM Punk versus Steph and Becky. Just because that pop was so crazy.
So I think that Punk, AJ, Lynch, and Rollins will be second to last.
You think that's like the co-main event, huh?
Yeah, I do.
So
okay, all right. So next up, since you said it, and I do agree with you, it might probably be first. Cody versus Drew McIntyre. Who on All Out go against Cody versus Drew?
I mean, it's a championship match. I mean, the natural would be Hangman, but I don't know that that's. I mean, Hangman versus Fletcher seems to be kind of the natural because it's the world title, but I don't know. This feels more maybe Moxley versus Darby. I'm not totally sure.
So again, it's not like they're not going against each other. It's who we would put against them.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I want to have an opener. If Drew and Cody open the show, I think honestly, then you got to go with CNC versus FTR to open the show, kick it off live in Canada.
Don't hate that. I don't hate that. Sammy?
You're not putting Hangman first, right? So
I would
personally, I would like to put MJF and Mark Briscoe against that match.
So here's the question. The question is then if we think that if you think Cody and Drew is opening the show, then you think MJF and Mark Briscoe are opening the show for AEW.
If it was in America, it could, but it's in Canada, so I think that they put more importance on Christian and Cope and FTR because they're Canadian.
Okay. But you still think that Cody and Drew open the show for WrestlePalooza?
I do.
I mean, WWE books in a way that's I can logically pretty well map out on like this is how the show's going to go.
And you think that starts with Cody versus Drew?
I'm pretty good at mapping out WWE shows. AEW shows, pretty unpredictable.
Yeah.
AEW shows can literally be built any way, but typically it's the world title going on last.
Real quick.
Yep. Got it. I guess a new listener. Thank you very much for the kind words. Love to have you as a fan, and we will definitely include you to our Discord. Thank you very much. We appreciate it. All right, Anika. So this is your baby. So tell us how we're working this out. Sammy thinks that Drew and Cody are opening the show.
Yes.
Which I think if I'm booking AEW, if we were both running at 5 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Pacific, and WrestlePalooza opens with Drew and Cody, and I'm Tony Khan, and I'm watching or I know what's happening, I think I'm running Edge and Christian versus FTR first to open the show, right against them. Sammy, you agree or disagree?
He said MJF versus Briscoe.
Yeah.
I mean, he thought MJF and Mark Briscoe is a better matchup against Cody and Drew, but he also said he didn't think that Briscoe and MJF should start the show. So
well, it's in Canada. I think that it being in Canada, that the Canadians will open the show.
All right.
The only thing is, this is the only thing that I'm fighting against. Whether y'all like it or not, AJ is a huge draw. The pop is crazy on YouTube. So in my brain, I want to put CNC versus the couples mixed woman, mixed tag. That's the only thing that's hindering me. What's going to go up against the mixed tag? I think the hardest one to put. I think the hardest one would probably be CNC, but I would not mind them doing it. I wouldn't mind them being first. Oh.
So for me personally, I'm thinking I'm doing this less against like what matches I think go best against each other, as opposed to who's booking what match and what spot, and which match I think would go best against that match and that spot, right? So if you open with Cody and Drew, I think AEW has to open with with Christian and Cage in Canada to match the excitement, the intensity. I think that's, even though I wouldn't line up those two matches against each other per se, I think you have to do one because one begets the other.
And see, the way I'm doing it is like if you were doing a poll online of which match would you be more interested in seeing, and those are your two options.
Dang it.
Yeah,
Okay.
I can see that.
All right. So I'm actually all here for, because I do think that Cena versus Cody is opening. Even it'd be so much easier if it was a mixed match tag opening. Y'all, so do y'all really think that Cody and I think on Cena, y'all really think Cody and Drew are opening before the mixed woman tag, the mixed tag?
Yeah, I
What
mean,
do you
well,
think?
is it going before? Is it going before the mixed tag? Yeah, I think so. I mean,
Okay.
with 5 matches, it's hard to really like have a heater match. But if I think if you have a heater match, it's probably CM Punk and AJ Lee in the middle of the card to bring everybody back up a little bit.
Okay. All right. I'm the coordinator, so I'm rock with y'all. So Cody versus Drew is equal to CNC versus FTR.
I mean, I think so. As far as booking, as far as opening the show goes, yes.
Okay.
I think both of
Okay.
those have the similar kind of impact. I can understand why you're booking both of them to start the show. I think it's very interesting just the way the companies book differently, because we're pretty adamant that either that Hangman's going to be probably the main event, and yet we're absolutely adamant that Cody is going to open the show, because that's how much they don't value their champion, right? I mean, don't get me wrong, I understand you have to have a big match to open the show and a big match to close the show, but really, like, for me, I mean, I understand why they're doing it. I think you put Brock Cena first and then like Cody actually have the main stage. They're never going to do that. I understand that. They've already
Well,
announced
the
it.
thing is
I'm
that
just
you have
saying, like,
casuals that if you put that match on first, they would watch that match and then tune out.
yeah, well, get a better product.
AEW doesn't have the casual issue.
Yeah, yeah,
Like
it's true.
you got people who are invested from beginning to end when it comes to AEW. Like
Yeah, yeah.
like like even if there's a bad match in the middle of the card, they're not going to tune out. They're like, yeah, I'm here. I'm here. Like I don't care about the main event, but like every match leading up to it, like there's something I'm invested in.
Yeah. So, all right, Anika, what do we got? We're going. Who's going second, basically, or
So,
next?
so the next match we're going to pair up is the women's world championship match. Io versus Stephanie McCur. And that is probably one of the most competitive matches on the card for WrestlePalooza. Who on AEW All Out would we counteract that with?
Monet Riho, easy. Monet Riho, like it's.
Did you see the match on Dynamite? Rio was a little rusty.
She'll get there. She's got a week.
I mean, I think that makes sense naturally because of just champion and champion women's singles match. It all makes sense. I just don't know that I would put these again. Like if I'm thinking of laying out a card and I already know either if I know if I'm WWE and I know the match order for AEW, or if I'm AEW and I know the match order for WWE, and I really want to try to be like, okay, they're putting on this match second. I want to put on something to counter that match. I just don't know if I put those both in the same spot on cards. That's my only contention. Because I think I think that Io and Stephanie is the co-main event, right? I think they go second to last, most likely. That's my feeling. Um, And then, but I don't know that. I don't think Mercedes and Riho go second to last on on an all out card.
So here's the question: why aren't we doing the women's four with Tony Storm, Jamie Hayter, Tekla, and Statlander?
I was actually planning on picking that match to go against Punk, Rollins, Lee, and Lynch.
No,
I mean, unfortunately, we've got 11 on one side and 5 on the other. So we're going to have 6 matches in AEW that don't match up with because there aren't enough matches, right? So,
right. That's how there's who's the first. We do have
right.
We have Peter Litter on.
Sure, sure. Interesting. So say that again, Sammy. You think?
Yeah. So Sammy says he thinks Riho and Mercedes go against Io and Recur. What do you think?
Like I said, I mean, I think it makes sense naturally. I just don't know if I put them on the same spot on the card. Like we just said, Io and Stephanie are going to be the second to last match, probably on the WrestlePalooza card. I don't know that I think that Mercedes and Rio are going to be the main event. I mean,
you think that? I think that they either go second or third on that card.
See, I got the Usos going second. I got Seth and them going third to heat it up. Then Rio and then Brock and Cena.
I would probably put the tag match in the middle.
Yeah.
Because the women's title match second.
Okay. Interesting.
Like WWE does do quite a few back-to-back tag matches. Like it's counterproductive, and you'd think, oh, that's not a smart decision, but WWE does it a lot. Tag match followed by tag match.
Yeah.
And it's the only 2 tag matches on the card.
What do you think, Anika?
So I'm not going by match placement. I'm just going by bout for bout. Who can knock the other person
right.
out.
So
the only reason I'm not doing Io versus the only reason why I might choose Mercedes versus Io. Mercedes, that'd be a great match. Sorry, focus. The only reason why I'm not choosing Mercedes versus Riho is I need the knockout punch for the mixed tag. I'm trying to see who could knock them out, or at least give them a good blow to the gut. And we haven't changed. So we haven't. Remember, you have one match you can change the stip, or you can change the opponent. And I might, I have an idea of Tony Storm going against the mixed tag and maybe punching that up. But what do you think, ALW?
Okay, so if we're booking match for match, and we're talking about Io versus Stephanie, right? That's what we're talking about.
Yes, yeah.
I mean, it's got to be a women's match because I think, if we're only booking 5 AEW matches against 5 WWE, you got to have a women's match, right? It can't just be. So I think it should be a women's match. It's got to be either Tony Storm or Mercedes. It's got to be one of their matches.
Yes.
I don't know. This is tough. I mean, just because it's one-on-one, it feels like Mercedes versus is a little bit more natural. Mercedes versus Rio. I just don't know that it has. I mean, Mercedes does, but I don't know. Io versus whatchamacallit is a big deal.
Do y'all want to change
Io versus Stephanie is a big deal.
It is.
Stephanie's one of the best wrestlers on the planet. I don't know if I think that about Io. Rio, sorry. I don't know that I think that about Rio. So
would you change Rio?
Yeah, I would personally, yes. I mean, I don't know that I want to use it on that, but in my head, yes, I'd rather have a better opponent than Riho. But I know a lot of people love Riho, so I know I'm in the minority there, and I'm not saying I want to use it on that, but yes, that is something I had thought about. The question is who.
I was thinking Athena.
That's what I was thinking, honestly. I was thinking I was thinking of leaning towards Athena just because when I was looking at the AEW card, I'm thinking to myself, it's a shame that Athena's not on that card somewhere.
Yeah.
She should be on that all-out card, even though I know she's the Ring of Honor Women's Champion and she's back behind the paywall. She should be on that AEW card somewhere, and she's not.
But you
So
said you don't want to use it. Because there's only one time.
now you got me thinking. Now you got me thinking. So if we swap out Riho for Athena, Mercedes versus Athena against Io Sky versus Stephanie McCare, that feels much more balanced to me. I like that. What about you, Sammy?
I love Athena, so yeah, sure.
What about you, Anika?
So we don't have to agree, but I guess for the time we might have to. we might have to. I was like, I don't want to use. I was like, I have a different idea for how I want to punch up another match.
Me too, because I want to get either Cena or Lesnar out of that main.
Interesting. Okay. So let's remember. Okay. So.
But I could go. I mean, I'm very happy swapping Athena with Athena for Riho too. I mean, both of which are.
Yeah.
I'm very good with this swapping. I mean, honestly, like just make it a triple threat and add Athena into the mix. I'd be cool with that too.
Could do that. You can do that as well. Ah, geez, I don't know.
Okay, we'll put a pin in it. I put a pin in it. So Io is definitely versus Mercedes. We'll say that, and I just put dot. It will come back to that. All right.
Okay.
So next one. Tell me if I'm missing anything. I don't have the card. Okay, let's get the mix tag out the way. AJ Lee and CM Punk versus Seth and Becky. Who you got facing them?
I actually have changed my opinion from what I said a couple minutes ago.
Okay.
I'm actually going to go Christian and Copeland here.
That's what I was saying, but we already have them against Copeland.
I don't. You guys did. I didn't.
Who did you have? You had MJF and Mark Briscoe.
Mark Briscoe.
Briscoe.
Okay, and I was with you. Okay. So what do you think? Because that was your opinion, ALW, and I did agree with you. So what do you think about who's gonna get AJ and Seth? AJ Becky Seth. AJ Punk Seth Becky.
I mean, this match, even though this match might have the most star power in it, right? So. Yes. I mean, you're talking about some whether I like it or not, some big names. So I mean, it's got to be equaled with a big match on the other side, right? So I think that probably eliminates the Brodito match. It probably eliminates. I don't want to say it, but it probably eliminates the trios match with the Hurt Syndicate. It definitely eliminates Eddie Kingston and Big Bill. I mean, it's got to be one of them. The other major matches. It's either Paige and Fletcher, or it's I don't know, man. This is tough. I think it might be Okada versus Takeshita here. I don't know. This would be a good spot for them to. I mean, we're not talking about matches that have to equal each other. We're just talking about what would go good if you're booking it, right? If you know that this is coming up, what you're going to book against it, right? So I don't know. I mean, there's only 5 WWE matches, so if you're going to get up and go to the bathroom, this is the middle match. I mean, this might be the match you do that for, but at the same time, I mean, I know this is a very popular match. So,
do y'all not want to do? So we're doing Star Power, and MJF just got off the Happy Gilmore 2 set. We wouldn't want to put MJF versus Mark Briscoe here, and it's also a stipulation match of TNT tables and thumbtacks.
I mean, I don't know that Mark Briscoe has the star power, right? I mean, I don't know. I mean, that's good. That's a good question. I mean, star power left on the AEW card, Moxley versus Darby Allin is probably the biggest star power. I mean, if you think CM Uh-huh.
I have Moxley versus Darby as the main event.
I do too.
So against Brock and Cena?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right.
I feel like that's
Well,
very equal.
But start
So
card wise.
okay.
Go.
So if we're imagining that we're only booking 5 AEW matches, then right?
Yes.
We've got to have a
Mm-hmm.
Hangman match. We've got to have the Hangman match on there somewhere, right? It's got to be. So
I mean,
this
not
would
for
have to
me,
be
it doesn't.
This doesn't have to be. No.
Maybe if he had a different opponent.
Hey, do y'all want to switch opponent?
I mean, so you're asking me to choose between Hangman or Mercedes?
You only have one. You only have one change. You only have one change. You only have one change.
Yeah. So you're asking me to choose between Hangman or Mercedes. I'd choose Mercedes and Athena versus. I mean, what would the Hangman
We all
opponent
got
be?
one change,
Omega?
right? We all
Would we
got
go
one change.
Hangman Omega again? Would that be the choice?
Hey, so Omega's hurt. Omega's hurt.
And I don't have a
Can't
problem
even
with
do
Kyle
that.
Fletcher. Kyle Fletcher. Kyle Fletcher's extremely at the moment. I think Kyle Fletcher is right where he should be at the moment. Should he be beating Hangman right now? Maybe not. But this is a great spot for Kyle Fletcher. This match is going to fucking tear the roof off the place. I have no doubt about it. I mean, this is going to be the best match of the night, I think. Fletcher versus Hangman. And that's saying a lot because there's a lot of good names on that card. I think that's going to be the best match of the night. I think it's going to be a 5-star match. Kyle Fletcher has proven he can go with Kenny Omega. He can go with whatchamacallit, Will Ospreay. I mean, I have no reason to think it's going to be any less with Hangman Page.
Do you want to put just statistically, that's a word.
I like seeing Hangman face big dudes. Like Hangman versus Lance Archer. I love that match. Hangman versus Powerhouse Hobbs. That's a great matchup. Like Hangman does have good matches against smaller dudes too, but like I really prefer it when he goes up against somebody bigger than him and he feels like an underdog.
The problem is that, I like Hobbs and Archer's okay, but neither of those names move the needle, really, right?
Mm-mm.
I mean, that's a collision defense, right? That's not an all-out main event defense,
Yeah.
right? I mean, unfortunately. So, I mean, the big guy, the best big guy on the roster that could be in that position would be Bobby Lashley, and they haven't booked him like that.
No, they have not.
If this was Hangman Page versus Bobby Lashley, that'd be a whole different conversation. Which is something potentially you could do. I mean, we're talking about swapping people. We could swap Bobby Lashley for a Kyle Fletcher. I mean, that obviously affects.
But we'd need to stop. We'd need to swap Bobby's booking.
Well, of course, no doubt, 100%.
Yeah, that's yeah. So like we're and that total fantasy is right now in the moment. Would y'all mind?
Wow, could you imagine Hangman versus Keith Lee?
I want him to come back. I do. Keith Lee, you're hearing this. We miss you, boo boo. Oh.
I really don't have a problem with Kyle Fletcher in this spot. So I mean, me personally, if we're only going to get 5 matches out of the 11 from the 11, we're only going to get 5. For me, one of them has to be Hangman versus Kyle Fletcher because I think it's going to be the best match of the night. So I don't know where you put it up against or what you put it up against, but I think it's got to be on the card.
So
all right, so should we take it back a moment and put the other women's match in instead of Mercedes? As much as I hate that because I love Mercedes.
No. More so, do we put Kyle Fletcher and Hangman versus Cody and Drew? Even though that's a big match, Cody's been off TV for a minute, like for 3 weeks, and the bill has been Cody came back last week, and maybe on Friday they're going to do something. Why are we not putting Cody and Drew versus Hangman versus Fletcher?
That sounds great to me. I think that would be, especially if you're putting Darby and Moxley versus Brock and Cena. Wouldn't that make sense to me?
But I'm asking Sammy, why would you not want? Why would you want that?
No,
I don't think that. I don't think I would pick Fletcher over what WWE's providing.
It's how they're providing it though. Like I said, Cody's been off camera for the past 3 to 4 weeks.
You really think so? So hold on. I just want to know which match you think is better than Fletcher and Hangman. Is it Drew and Cody, or is it Brock and Cena?
Brock and Cena can go to hell. Sorry.
I would put it over Usos and Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed. I'd put it over that. But
interesting.
But Cena for the
This
kids.
is tough.
I keep saying Cena. Cody for the kids though. Cody
but for me, like I wouldn't be picking Hangman and Fletcher at all. Like there's other matches that on the AEW card I'd be picking. Like we have 11 matches to choose from. We can only pick 5, and if I can only pick 5, well, 6 matches aren't making it.
I can't believe you're leaving off Hangman and Fletcher. That's over. I mean, I guess we got Darby Moxley. So we've got Darby Moxley versus Brock and Cena. I think I'm willing to agree on that. We all want to agree on that, right?
Yeah.
And then we've got, what else do we have, Nika? We had some other ones that we had already.
So we have Usos versus Braun versus Brodito and well, we said Young Bucks. We said Young Bucks because that's it was going to happen.
Yeah. Again, if we're
I'm cool with that.
Matches, bumping that match, probably Brodito match, right? I mean,
the only match I could realistically put in place of that would be the Okada match, but I'm cool with Brodito.
Interesting.
We're going back for bout. So Usos and Braun, we said, is Brodito versus Young Bucks. Is that solidified, or we still want to mix it up?
I mean, again, the Young Bucks haven't been named yet. We don't know who the other teams are, but yes, I mean,
it's a 4-way tag team ladder match, which sounds pretty wild. And
I'm willing to stipulate that those two are together.
I think, it's really unfathomable to have the Young Bucks not on the All Out card, especially everybody else.
But I think they go second.
Okay. So
after Drew and Cody.
That makes sense.
It would be Drew and Cody, then the Usos.
I could see that match going second. It's that or the women's match.
Right.
I'm not sure which, but it's either that or the women's match that's going second.
And then we got Seth and them in the middle.
Yeah.
I have them going fourth.
Okay, so you have them going fourth.
So let's just talk about solidifying. We all agree about Brodito Young Bucks versus in the 4-way ladder match versus Braun and Usos.
Yeah, and either in the second or third slot on the card. Yes.
Yes, and Moxley and Darby. Heck yeah, I think they can definitely take down the Beast. Brock versus
feels very even to me. I feel like the casuals would lean more towards the Cena Brock, but like diehards would lean more towards Mox and Darby. So like, plus it's a coffin match.
Yes.
Like that seems like a pretty even matchup.
All right, and so now, so let's get down to brass tacks. So we need someone for Cena and Cody. We need someone for the women's match of Akira and Io, and the mixed tag.
Mixed tag, I am 100% going with Cope and Christian versus FTR.
I like that because it's nostalgia versus nostalgia.
Mm-hmm.
And then you put FTR up in there as the best tag team in the world, arguably, and that works. What's your thought process, ALW?
There's less spots on the where we're getting down to no matches, and Fletcher and Hangman are being left off, and I don't like it.
Okay. So more so.
I don't know how you can leave off what's going to be the best match of the night.
So more so, the best match.
I mean, I'm probably going to go with MJF.
Is the best match of the night.
I think the best match of the night is going to be Hangman versus Kyle Fletcher. When All Out is all said and done, I think that's going to be the best match of the night.
Okay. What were you going to say, Sammy?
I have either MJF or Okada taking match of the night home with them.
If it's not Fletcher and Hangman, it's going to be Moxley and Darby.
I think that match is going to be fun, for sure. But like, Ospreay's not on the card. If Ospreay was on the card, like I'd have him penciled in already. But since he's not, I'm like, it's either going to be MJF or Okada. One of them's taking the title of match of the night home with them.
Okay, so right now, if Hangman and Fletcher on the card, I would put it against Cody versus Drew. If we're keeping it on the card, do we have anything better going up against Drew versus Cody?
Not in my opinion, no.
Sammy.
For Drew and Cody, I have MJF and Mark Briscoe. But I understand ALW going with Hangman and Fletcher. So, Anika, you're the tiebreaker.
I mean, listen, and I'm not just trying to sell my I'm not just trying to pitch it, but listen, you've got five AEW matches, right? And you have the heart and soul and your world. He also is your world champion, and he's not on your card. Now, maybe we want to talk about swapping Kyle Fletcher out for someone you guys think might be a bigger draw, but you can't leave Hangman off that card. He is your company right now. You've made that clear. He's your world champion. How is he not at your biggest pay-per-view or one of your biggest pay-per-views? That's a crime.
He might be the heart and soul of AEW, but the heart and soul of the chicken farm and Mark Briscoe is going off against the hero of Long Island, and I'm all here for it. Because MJF is better than everybody, and we know it.
Low key, I kind of want to put MJF versus Punk, just for nostalgia of it all, of the Punk MJF feud that was on AEW. But I understand it's not big enough because Briscoe's not big enough.
Is this where we should do our switch up of our change and make this one MJF versus Hangman and have the best of both worlds?
Something happened. Are we all good?
I'm good.
I'm good. Are you good?
Well, you froze now when you were waving your hand, but it seems to be working now.
Wait, 1 minute.
We got okay, we got
I mean, feeling off. All right.
I can hear you better now.
Yeah.
I know. I'm gonna do better, you guys. I promise. I'm with some headsets. But okay. Because we do the switch up now.
What about
then we can't have Athena?
What about if we just book 6 more WWE matches for WrestlePalooza? That way we can have all 11 AEW.
No, that's not how it works.
What we're gonna do? Dirty Dom versus Austin Theory? No, thank you.
I wouldn't even know what to do as far as 6 more matches. I'm just saying, like, the All Out card is stacked, and none of those matches am I happy leaving on the floor. Like, I mean, I'm not, if we're only picking 5, like, that's tough. Like, I don't know.
Oh, okay. I think I got it. 0 Hour. Who goes on 0 Hour and who's competing in the main card? How about that?
Yeah. I guess everyone that's not on the 5 that aren't on the main card are all on 0 hour. I guess that makes you feel a little bit better, at least from the show. But now you're talking about putting Hangman on 0 hour.
Okay.
You're world champion on 0 hour. Your heart and soul of your company on 0 hour.
To break the tie, because we can't be here that long, I am leaning towards ALW, and I am leaning towards Hangman and Fletcher versus Cody and Drew. There's no title with this title. That makes sense. It does. And it is a crime to leave Hangman off the card, even though I don't like Cal Fletcher.
If you're going to leave Hangman off the card, okay, here's the thing. I'm okay with leaving Hangman off the card if it's Mercedes and Athena in place of them.
Dangerous game, Rockstar.
If you want to do Mercedes and Athena versus Cody and Drew, I'm here for that.
Sammy?
I mean, I'm not against that. I'm just wondering who will we have against the women if we do that.
More so, here's the question. Are you okay with leaving MJF and Briscoe off the card?
Yeah.
Okay. So, all right, yeah, we're doing it.
Okay, I think I got it.
Okay.
So for the women's match, Io Sky and Stephanie Vaquer, setting them up against Okada, Takeshita, and either Dorada or Mortos.
That's one. I'd be willing to change the stipulation. We each get one change, right?
Yes.
So I think I'd be willing to change the stipulation on Okada and take it away from a triple threat and just make it Takeshita versus Okada for the title. Even though I don't really like Okada, that one on the card I could see being on the card.
All right, I think I'm loving that. Okay, I think we put a pin in that. I think Mercedes versus Io versus Vaquer is going to go against Takeshita and Okada. Yeah, that's tasty. What you got process, Sammy? What you doing?
Well, I'm just thinking.
Okay. All right. So right now that's going to be our. Right now, I am loving that. So we're going to do that. And
have we picked something to go against? Oh yeah, we've got Brodito against the Usos.
Mm-hmm.
We need the mixed tag, right? We had someone against the mixed tag. Did we talk about that?
And
I want Christian and Cope.
Yes.
Versus FDR.
Yes.
Yeah, good with that. Just because that match, I think, needs to be on the main card.
Yes. Okay, so right now, if I'm not mistaken, to correct me if I'm wrong, Cody versus Cena is going to be Hangman versus... Huh?
Cody versus Drew.
I keep saying that. I'm not sure why I keep saying that. Thank you. Cody versus Drew.
Because we had Cody versus Cena like 5 times this year.
Probably. And like I said, Cody hasn't been here to face Drew except from last week. Okay. Cody versus Drew.
Opening the show for WrestlePalooza.
Sure. So that means Hangman and Fletcher are going to open the show. And then we have...
Wait, I thought
we went Mercedes and Athena instead of Hangman and Fletcher.
Mercedes Athena.
So hold on, wait. So we're leaving Hangman and Fletcher off the card?
Well, my contention was I would be okay with potentially leaving Hangman off the card if it is Mercedes versus Athena. In that,
and I seconded it. I was like, I can live with that. I was like, I'm definitely fine.
Hangman off. That's the only way I'm comfortable leaving Hangman off.
And I'm comfortable leaving MJF off if it's Mercedes.
Okay. All right, I'm outvoted. But just for the record of the show, I do not agree with this at all. So All right. So we have Athena and Mercedes versus Cody and Drew.
Mhm.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
And then we have Usos and Bronze Stars versus Brodito, Young Bucks, and 2 other teams in a 4-way ladder match.
Yep.
All right. And then it is official. We have the mixed tag of AJ Lee Punk versus Steph and Becky going against FTR and Christian and Copeland.
Yep.
Okay. And then we have, what's the word?
Io and Rio.
No.
Io and Rio. Io and Rio. Wow, that was a
Yeah,
Io. What do we call it?
Stephanie McCurr and Io versus Takeshita and Okada.
Yep.
Which that's our second change.
That's the second change. Wait, what about first change?
The first change is Athena.
So we gotta pick one. Yeah, it's only one. So who's it gonna be?
I would
We
rather.
each got one.
Huh?
We get one change as a group. I thought each person had a change.
Well, well, I thought so too, but evidently we're doing all this together.
Oh, so we only get one change. Ooh, see, now you're making it difficult.
I would rather have Mascara Dorada in the match than lose Athena.
I would agree with that as well. But I don't know then that I think Okada and Ketchum and Dorada belong
You know
on
what?
the card.
Dang it! You know what?
Would you rather have
all right.
the 4-way women's match with Tony Storm, Jamie Hayter, Chris Statlander, and Thekla?
If Dorada's in the mix or Moros is in the mix, then yes. We're talking about a singles match between Takeshita and Okada now.
How do you feel, Anika?
Tired.
So that learned from me.
Would you be cool with the Tony Storm Fatal 4-way?
Over what?
Over everything else?
Okada. Well, yeah, over the other 6 matches that are getting left off.
No, I don't think it's big enough. I actually would want to keep Takeshita versus Okada.
So no Athena. Okay.
No, wait, hold on, what? See,
Well, you said
I
we
was
only
tired.
get one change. You said we only get one change. So if we're
Wait,
changing,
so we're doing Athena. Wait, we're doing Athena versus Tony Storm?
No, we're doing Athena versus Mercedes.
Okay.
We're swapping out Riho. We're changing Riho for Athena.
Right.
Which means that then we can't change. We can't take out Dorada or Mortos. It would be a triple threat still with Okada and Takeshita.
And we don't think that's big enough?
It probably is. I guess. I don't know. I mean, I
Talk
don't know.
to me.
Maybe.
Talk
But
to me.
Takeshita versus Okada one-on-one feels big enough. When you add in that third person that don't really care about it, it definitely lessens it for me. Then I become more interested in Kyle Fletcher and Hangman Page.
And I'm in the mindset of I don't mind having 2 women's matches on the card.
Yeah, I don't either. I don't necessarily either. I think the Tony Storm match is going to be very solid.
I mean, and there's not a bad woman in the match. Like, there's no woman in it where it's like, she shouldn't be in there. I love Jamie Hayter. I'm not a Chris Statlander fan, but I understand that a lot of people do. And I don't mind that a lot of people like her. I'm all for it. And then we got Thekla.
What match is it facing, though?
It would be facing Io Sky and Stephanie McCurr.
Yeah. That's the match we're looking for right now, is someone to face them.
Okay. I'm sorry.
We've got MJF and Mark Briscoe. We've got Hangman and Fletcher. We've got the Tony Storm Fatal 4-way. We got Eddie Kingston and Big Bill. What else is there to potentially
Hurt Syndicate.
Hurt Syndicate. So those are the matches available.
I'm not even gonna hold you. I got confused, but now I'm back. So we're keeping we're keeping the change of Mercedes and Athena. That we're keeping that.
Mm-hmm.
We're keeping
Yes.
that. And that's going to go up.
Yes.
And that's going to go up against Cody versus Drew.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and so now it's Io versus Fakur. Who's gonna face them?
Correct.
And we can't change anything else.
Tammy's pushing for the Fatal 4-Way. Tony Storm, the Women's World Champion Fatal 4-Way. To go against Io and Stephanie.
I think it's
I would.
equal to the Okada match, but for ALW, he thinks that Dorada brings it down a little bit, and I'm not going to argue against that. And so I'm feeling this Fatal 4-Way could be it.
I'm here now, and I agree. I really wanted Okada to Kesta, but I agree. So women's 4-Way go against Fakur and Stephanie.
And then our main event. Cena and Lesnar versus Darby and Moxley.
Coffin
And
match.
that was probably the easiest thing. That's probably the easiest one on the card. All right, and so that's the card that All Out would do if they're going up against WrestlePalooza.
If we were booking All Out against WrestlePalooza, if
Yes.
Workhorse Wrestling Network was booking All Out against WrestlePalooza, that would be the matches we would do.
We would so just to clarify, we would have sorry, say it one more time because I just want to make everybody to be clear. We're having Cody and Drew go up against Athena and Mercedes.
Opening
That seems
that's the first match of the main card.
That's all
that
right.
seems pretty equal to me.
And then we're having the mixed tag of AJ Lee Punk versus Seth and Becky. Nostalgia versus Nostalgia, FTR versus Christian and Adam Copeland.
I think one of those matches is going to be better than the other, but on paper, they seem equal.
All right. And then we have the Usos. Usos and the Bronze Stars will be going up against Rodito, the Young Bucks, and two other teams in a 4-way ladder match for the tag team titles.
I love how we inserted the Young Bucks. I love how we've just decided it's them.
Oh, I mean, I'd be surprised if it's not them, honestly.
I would be I'm just saying, like, they haven't said it yet, though, but it's funny just how that we've decided this.
Come on. And then for the main event, it will be Cena and Brock Lesnar going up against the one that should have beat Brock Lesnar back in 20. It's going to go against Moxley versus Darby in a coffin match. And then
only one of those four guys is technically still in their prime. I mean, Moxley is, I guess, maybe at the back end of his prime, but Cena and Lesnar are way past their prime. Darby's right in his prime right now. He's the only one that really
Mox is what, 37? Like,
and then
maybe 38. Like, yeah, Mox is still considered in his prime.
Yeah, I mean, he's on the back end of his prime, though, right? Like,
yeah, he's been wrestling for like 15 years now.
It's like Ric Flair in 1991. He can still go, but it's definitely not prime.
It says he's 39. He was born in 1985.
Yeah.
Okay,
so
but like when you consider that, like Damian Priest is like 42, it's like he still has another half decade in him.
Yeah, the only thing that I would say, and I don't know what Damian Priest was doing, all I could say is from my visual eyes, I've been watching John Moxley a lot longer than I was watching
That's
Damian
true.
Priest. So in wrestling years, Moxley has a lot more wear on those times. I mean, I'm sure Damian Priest was wrestling independent all that time, but I didn't see him. So as far as I'm concerned, Moxley's got more wear on those tires, right? So, and Moxley's been in, I mean, it's hard to compare the stuff that Moxley's been in compared to Damian Priest, right? As far as matches, the amount of matches, all those kinds of things, title runs and carrying companies, and so Moxley's had a very heavy load over the last 5 years, especially, right? So,
and he can't buy himself a vacation.
That's true. So those 5 years probably equate to probably like 10 years, right? Because he's been burning it at both ends. So. All right.
He took one break, and it only happened because he got injured. And when he came back, he was like twice the size as he was before.
All right. So it is late. It's 9. Good.
Yeah. And then Hot Girl Summer, Io and Vaquer is going up against the women's four-way of Toni Storm, Jamie Hayter, Tekla, and Chris Statlander for the AEW Women's Tag Team Championships.
That sounds pretty equal to me.
It does. Honestly, if they were going to go up against each other, I think they would have a fighting chance if they did that card. I really do. I
agree. I think
And just think of all the matches we left off.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I mean. I mean, if you were to run it right up against each other and actually run the 11 against the 5, I don't see how there. For me as a wrestling fan, I don't see how there's any comparison. Obviously, there is because a lot of people are just WWE fans, and I'm sure they'd end up winning somehow. But for me, on paper, it would seem like it would be a slam dunk for AEW. I mean,
I wouldn't say slam dunk, but it feels very equal.
Like Tony Khan. Next time you go up against, next time this is brought to you, don't shy away. Knock him in the mouth, punch him in the mouth. Punch him in the freaking mouth, and I'm done with this crap.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, if I'm him, I think I'd rather try to take a share of what's going on at 5 o'clock than try to get people to come at 2 o'clock. Like, just that's my feeling. But again, it is what it is. I mean, anything else anyone wants to say before we do some house cleaning and get up out of here?
That was fun.
That one change that we made is the best change that can be made.
Yeah.
I think that's probably true.
I think so too. Yeah.
Probably true. A thing that deserves to be on the card, Mercedes and Athena becomes potentially match of the night.
Yes, I think so.
So I think, and if you're only picking 5 AEW matches, I mean, and you can make that match, that's got to be one of the 5 matches. So, all right. So every Tuesday night, you're here with us now. Every Tuesday night, 7:30 p.m., 7:30 p.m. Pacific, 10:30 Eastern. It's the Cookout. We all come together, talk about what's cooking up in the world of professional wrestling. Come for the wrestling, stay for the chaos. On Friday nights, it's Friday Night Fights with Anika and usually Sammy Joe, watching SmackDown in real time starting at 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern, giving you their real-time reactions and opinions to the show. Saturday morning, it is Winner's Circle, bright and early, 7 a.m. Pacific, 10 a.m. Eastern, where we review AEW Collision and AEW Dynamite from the Saturday and the Wednesday prior, and we grade each show and declare a winner for the week. Let's see, so that's it for the shows. If you scan this QR code, you can get to Linktree, and from Linktree, you can get to all of our social media from one location. You can obviously go to any of these social media platforms on their own without going to Linktree or scanning the QR code, and you can interact with us there. But if you want to scan the QR code, it will take you to Linktree, and you can get to all of them from one location. So come over, interact with us, check us out. We love to hear from you guys. So come over and check it out. And last but not least, you can check out the audio version of the Cookout on these podcast platforms. If you don't have time to sit and watch, or you just want to listen to us while you're out driving around or working out or whatever it is, wherever it is you choose to listen to our golden vocal cords, you can do that. You can find it on those platforms. So I think that's basically it. Anything else anyone wants to say? If not, we'll cut out those lights and say peace.
Dolphins are in for a hard year.
Yeah.